friends, my name is Shayla and today I am here to talk to you about the series that I'm currently working on and the series I'm hoping to finish this calendar year in 2017. I've mentioned that one of my goals is to work on completing series and reading what's on my shelf this year. And so I really want to, the sun is shining, but it's snowing outside and it keeps catching my eye. I'm really sorry. I wanted to let you guys know some of the series that I'm working on, hoping to finish this year. So let's just dig right into this. So there are a couple series that are finishing up this year, so I do plan on remaining current with those particular series. I'm calling it the Court series because everything starts with a court. Anyways, so the last book I have to read is A Court of Wings and Ruin. That is the conclusion to at least this first trilogy. I've heard there's going to be another possible trilogy. As of right now, that will be its own trilogy, and so I will be concluding that this year once it releases. Plus this cover. Can we just take a moment and give a little cover love to that because... oh my goodness. Along the veins of Sarah J. Maas, her Throne of Glass series is concluding this year, and I do plan on reading it the second it comes out because the way the 5th book ends, it's like, give me the 6th book now. So I do plan on remaining current with those. Also, the Falling Kingdom series is supposed to be concluding at the end of 2017. Right now, I have only read the first 2 books, so I still have Gathering Darkness, Frozen Tides, and Crystal Storm to read before that last release at the end of the year. I do plan on working towards that, and it's something that I am really excited to be working towards. Next is going to be the Parasol Protectorate series by Gail Carriger. I've been working on this series with April Sarah. We've read the first 3 books. We've got 2 to go. I just need to pick them up so we can read them. I'm on it, April, I promise. Along that same vein, in Gail Carriger, I do plan on finishing the Finishing School series as well. I am halfway through that. I've read the first 2 books, and I plan on reading the other 2 books, and I've been reading those with my friend Jen over on Instagram. I will leave her Instagram account linked down below. I do believe it's a private account, but I know that as long as you love books, she'll let you hang out with her. Another series I would like to finish reading this year is the Raven Cycle. I have read the first 2 books in this series. I do have Blue Lily, Lily Blue on my shelf, and I am waiting for the Raven King to come out in paperback, so I have all 4 in paperback, because if I'm going to have a series, they need to all be paperback or all be hardback, one or the other kind of a thing. So I do plan on concluding that series this year as soon as I can get my hands on a paperback of the Raven King. Next is going to be the Magic Kingdom of Landover series by Terry Brooks. I've read the first half of this series. It is very fun, very lighthearted. Not anything like the Shannara Chronicles. Do not judge his writing on that particular series. I do enjoy the Magic Kingdom of Landover series much, much more. I've read the first 3 books. I need to read the last 3. I'm halfway through, so I'm working on finishing that up. Next is going to be the Roses trilogy, or the Somerset series by Leela Mika. I've read the first book, Roses, and the other 2 are Somerset and Tumbleweeds. I do plan on reading the rest of those this year. I really enjoyed Roses when I read it last spring, and for some reason I just didn't ever get around to the other books, even though they are on my shelf. So that's 2 birds, 1 stone. They're on my shelf. I do plan on finishing. There we go. Next is going to be the Lost Fleet series by Jack Campbell. I've read the first 2.5 books in this one. I've been reading them on audio, and I'm really excited to continue on with this series. I really enjoy the story. It is very technical war tactic kind of science fiction, so if that's not your jam, definitely pass on this series. But I've really been enjoying it so far. It got to a point where there were too many other shiny things I wanted to listen to, and so it got put to the side and I just haven't gotten back to it. But I do plan on getting back to it soon. A series I plan on reading this year is also the Daughter of Smoke and Bone series. Everybody rants and raves about this book. I do have the first book on this series. I have the first book on my shelf, so I do plan on at least starting it, if not finishing the trilogy this year. There's a couple more series along that same vein, so I'll just kind of stay with that, where they were ones that I know I'll be starting because they're books on my shelf, but I'm not sure how far I'll actually get in the series. The next one of those is the Anna and the French Kiss series. I read the first chapter of Anna and the French Kiss because I did the try a chapter book tag, and I really liked it. I just wasn't feeling it at the time, so I ended up putting it aside. But I do have all 3 on my shelf, so I do plan on reading them in their entirety this year if I can. Next is going to be the Fairy Tale series by Jackson Pierce. I don't know exactly what these are called, but April, Sarah, and I buddy read the first 2 in this series. I just need to pick up Fathomless because I already have Cold Spell on my shelf so that we can get all of those read. I know, April, I'm dragging. I need to go book shopping, but I'm trying to not buy books. This is so difficult for me. Another series I've been trying to finish for a long time is the Graceling series by Kristen Kishore. I loved Graceling, and I just keep not picking up Fire or Bitter Blue, and I need to because her writing is fantastic. It's a very underrated series, and I really want to continue and finish. Another is the first Grisha trilogy. I've read Shadow and Bone, and I liked it enough that I want to continue on with the series. I do have Siege and Storm on my shelf, and I will get Ruin and Rising soon. So I do plan on finishing those, especially I've finished the Six of Crows duology and loved it. And I loved Leigh Bardugo's writing, so I really want to finish out that trilogy because things happen in Six of Crows that kind of gave spoilers away in this series, and I'm like, but spoilers! And so now I need to go and get all the background and get all the full story. Okay guys, I'm gonna leave it there for today. Those are some series that I am hoping to finish here in 2017. Let me know in the comments down below what series you want to finish this year, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!